Hi guys, and welcome back to another video with me, Ali. I have recently returned from Florida, Orlando, where I got to visit both Universal and Disney World. And this is a video of all the things I got from Universal Studios. I will also be doing one for Disney World and also doing one for all the things I got in like the outlet stores that are outside the parks themselves. So without further ado, we're going to jump straight in, and I will warn you, a lot of this is Harry Potter stuff. So let's start with the thing that I was desperate to get hold of, because back in 2010, when Universal originally opened up the first part of their Wizarding World, which was Hogsmeade, where the castle is, I popped over just to go to that section of the park on the way back from doing Camp America. And I was very fortunate enough to be chosen in the Ollivander experience, which is basically when you go into Ollivander's shop, you're as a big group, and randomly he'll pick somebody within the crowd. And I was very fortunate on that occasion that I was the person who was picked. That person then gets to go to the front, and you essentially go through exactly what Harry did in the films, with testing out different ones, and different things happen around the store. I won't spoil everything. Until you come upon the wand that is yours. And the way they do this is, at the time, it was done by your birth date and your month that correlated to a wand. Now it's more done on personalities. Unfortunately, at the time, I was unable to get my wand. I didn't have enough money on me to purchase it at the time. I think it was like $25 or something like that. It was not one of the active ones where you can do magic around the park. So this time I was determined to get myself a wand from the Wizarding World, and I did go with the interactive ones. So first of all, your wand will come in a wand bag like this, that obviously has the Ollivander branding on it in like a silver foil. So that's what your wand will come in, so you can carry it around with you. And then you get a box. So they do have the character ones in there as well, but this is one of the ones that nowadays it correlates to personality. I will be honest, the one that I really wanted, unfortunately, was completely sold out. I understand the design was beautiful. It had very sort of Bellatrix Lestrange swirls on it from her outfit. So I had to pick a different one that was closest to that. The packaging is gorgeous. I love this. This box is like a navy bluey sort of colour. All the boxes were different colours. There were green ones, red ones, etc., depending on which wand you got. It obviously has Ollivander's written on the front as well. And inside is my interactive wand. So it comes in like that inside. And the wand that I chose was this one. I like the fact that it was black and it had the little silver detail on the end. And at the very end, you can see there's like a little screen in there, sort of like this is where the interactivity comes into play. And there are different spots all over both Hogsmeade, which is where the castle is, and the new section that I hadn't visited before, which is where Gringotts is, that's Diagon Alley. And you can do different types of spells there. I'll try and insert a video of me doing some of the spells at the park. Inside your wand box, if you get the interactive one, you will also receive a map. So Diagon Alley is on one side and then Hogsmeade is on the other. And this map will show you exactly where you can use your interactive wand and what spells those areas have. So as you can see, that side is of Diagon Alley, so it shows you all the shops, all the placements, and where you can do all your magic, including some that are just outside in the London area, or the London facade. And then on the back, we have got Hogsmeade, which is where the castle is. So the castle is on this little section here. And as you can see, again, around the outside, you can see all the different spells that you can use in the different areas. And so they give you a map so that you can find all those, so you can make sure that you get all of those done and get the best out of your wand. So this is what mine was. I picked the Elm Phoenix Feather, and inside the top of the box, it has the description of what the characteristics of this wand is. So for me, it was The elm has always been associated with excellence. Elm wands in particular result in the fewest accidents while casting and seem to protect against foolish errors. The qualities are tremendously helpful when dealing with a phoenix feather core, as it will sometimes act of its own accord. The elm and phoenix feather wand is probably not for the tentative or faint-hearted witch or wizard. In general, the elm wand chooses those with poise, magical agility, and innate sense of composure. Elm wood combined with pickiness of phoenix feather core is likely to result in a sophisticated wand with an allegiance that is hard won but well worth the effort. In the right hands, this wand will surely be used for highly complex magic. I will say they're not cheap. The non-interactive ones started at $25, which I don't think is too bad. But the interactive ones, these were, I think, $69, which is very expensive. I do think that is quite a lot of money for what you're getting, and they did offer to personalize it as well, so you could have had your name engraved, but they wanted $30 just to engrave my name on it. I initially thought she said 13, and I was like, oh, for 13 maybe, but she was like, no, 30, and I was like, if I'm paying like $70 for the wand anyway, I feel like that's a massive hike up to just have your name engraved on it. So I didn't do that, but that is available, and that is available on both the interactive ones and the non-interactive ones. So this is my wand from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And yeah, I'm very happy and pleased with that. So that will go on my shelf as a display item, and really good memories. And yeah, I'm really happy that I finally got my own personal wand. So we're gonna move on. So in Hogsmeade, you can send an owl post. This is something I did back in 2010. I sent an owl post to my grandma Molly because she absolutely loves Harry Potter. It's one of the things that we both have in common. And so I was determined to send her another one all these years later. It's slightly different from how it was before. I would say it's slightly more expensive to do it nowadays. Before, you could just buy one postcard and the stamps required and then have it done, whereas this time around I had to buy a whole pack of stamps and a whole pack of postcards to be able to send them. So we did send two. We sent one to my brother-in-law as well, and then obviously I've kept the rest that were in the packet for displaying around the room, using on my shelves, maybe putting in some frames. So I'm just going to show you the back of this because I can't remember which one I actually sent to them, but these are the ones you get. So you get a pack of 10, and unfortunately I don't have the price on this anymore because I think it was on the outer packaging because it had like cellophane around it. But I'll just go through with what the ones you can get. So we've got one of the owl post area in in Hogsmeade, and on the back of them you can see this sort of like the outline of the castle. That is the same for the back of all of them. This one is of the Sorting Hat. They're falling off. This one is of inside Dumbledore's office. Then Monster Book of Monsters, that is actually inside one of the stores. A Butterbeer. I'd highly recommend that if you do have a Butterbeer from Wizarding World, you go with the frozen version. I personally think it's a lot better than the regular, but there are lots of different options you can have. One thing I did regret is I didn't get myself an ice cream made out of the Butterbeer because I imagine that would have been amazing. But we didn't spend as many days in Universal as we did Disney, but it is what it is. But I did get everything I wanted to do in the 2 Harry Potter zones. We've got the Hogwarts Express. We've got the castle, which I'm aware that my ring light is sort of reflecting on it. And then we have got Honeydukes as well. So you get, 10 different ones. So the ones that I must have sent would have been the Hogshead. I think that's the one I sent to my brother-in-law. And then they have a nighttime view of Hogsmeade with all the snow on the tops of the roofs. But yeah, 10 postcards, and you can send them from there. They stamp them with a special owl post stamp. And if you've got Harry Potter fans back at home, I just think this is a really cute and cool way to be able to send them a piece of magic back home to them. So that is something you can do, and the more people you know, I guess the better it works out for you. I've actually got some stamps left over now. I will say, if you are sending to the UK, You will need 3 stamps on each postcard. Just wanted to let you know in advance because it might be easier for you to buy your stamps outside the park, because I don't know whether that might have been cheaper to do it that way. Moving on, so obviously this time around in the Diagon Alley section there was Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes, which is not a place I had been able to visit before because it didn't exist. And they have obviously got the Pygmy Puffs in there. Now I really wish they did the Pygmy Puffs in more colours, but they only have a pink and a purple one, and they have them in various products, everything from very, very large plushies right down to little key rings. So I wanted the purple one, but they sold out. So I've ended up with the pink one, but I just wanted a Pygmy Puff because look how cute that is. So this goes on your key ring, little Pygmy Puff, and like I said, the design is exactly the same no matter what size you were. I will say that this was $16. I did find Universal was a lot more expensive than Disney, which I found also a little bit strange because I wouldn't have thought that was the case. But yeah, this is a Pygmy Puff. So I've got myself a little pink Pygmy Puff. I don't know what to call it yet. Maybe you can help me decide on a name. I then also picked up for a friend some little pumpkin jelly beans, and they're sort of like designed in the pumpkin juice pot. My friend really likes pumpkin, likes Halloween as well, and I just thought this was a really cute way to have a momentum from the parks. They had lots and lots of different branded stuff. Honestly, I could have spent way more than I did. I was trying very hard to behave myself. I did fairly well considering what I've got. Continuing on the Harry Potter front, this is a little like scarf that I got, which I thought was ideal for the UK. It has got the dark marks on it because I was trying to get a little bit of something from each of my favourite bits from the book. So this one's got the dark mark on, it's got tassels on the bottom. I will say again, this cost me, I think it was like $26. It is good quality, it's a fairly nice sort of length and thickness. It's a good sort of like transition scarf between the seasons. But again, I did think for the sort of like how thick it is, $26 was again a little bit more on the price side, and you obviously have to add tax once you get there. So you're probably paying like more like $27 for it. But it is a really lovely project, and it's from the official word of Harry Potter. I actually bought this in Borgin and Burke's, which you can find in Diagon Alley if you know where to look. Next up, this is an item that I'd seen somebody post on TikTok before I went, and I was like, oh, I have to have that, it's just so me. As you all know by now, I'm in Slytherin, and they have brought out a range of like skater girl dresses that are in the different houses patterns. So obviously I had to get myself the Slytherin one. So this was $60. But the quality of it and the thickness of the material is absolutely lovely. It's quite thick. I think this will be really cute in sort of like autumnal times into your winter, because you could put extra tights on with it and boots with it, and I think it would make a really cute outfit. Obviously I've got the green one because that's the Slytherin colours. It's got a nice little cinched waist. It's got buttons down the front, and then you've got your house badge on the lapel there. It's got a nice little collar as well. Like I said, really good quality. It has got some stretch to it, just for those who may be wondering about sizing. I'm about 5'1", and this sits like just below my knee because I am quite short. I bought it in the medium because American sizes are a bit hard to gauge, depends on where you go. But in my head I was like, if it's too big I can take it in, and that's always the way I would say to people, if you're not sure on size and you haven't got the opportunity to try it on, size up. It's so much easier to take in than it is to take out. You can like cinch it with a belt. But yeah, really happy about this. It does fit. Like I said, it's got a bit of stretch to it. It's got a really nice floaty bottom, and the best bit about this dress for any girly out there is it has got pockets, and they are deep pockets. Like you could fit your wand in pockets. So absolutely love this dress. I do think the quality is there, so maybe I can understand the pricing on that one. So that is my Slytherin dress. The last like full priced item I've got is a Deathly Hallows item. I quite like wearing shirts with jeans, you know, like the crop shirts, baggy oversized shirts, and they had this gorgeous Deathly Hallows shirt in there. It's in this lovely sort of like maroony purple colour, and then it's got Deathly Hallows symbols all over it, small and big, and then it's got this really nice pattern behind. It's nice and lightweight. I don't know what quite the material is, to be honest, but this was also $60. I personally think the dress is more worth that money. I think I would have priced this more at like 40 to 45. I know you're paying for the product, I know you're paying for the licensing, because obviously it all says the Wizarding World and Universal Studios in the collar. Something you could wear with jeans, or you could maybe dress it up with a skirt. But that's the thing that attracted to me most. It was like something I could wear every day. It is 100% rayon. It kind of has a bit of a really soft cord, like crossed with maybe like a linen feel to it. But again, I love this shirt, and I was going out there, you know, I was trying to get things that I wouldn't be able to get elsewhere, and this was like obviously one of the ones that I was like, yep, really unique, love that. So again, I got this in a medium, but as you can see, because it's meant to be a baggy oversized fit, it is quite wide. But again, I can always take it in if I feel like it's too big. Then I got some stuff from the sort of like sale area of Universal. So I'm not sure where it is. I'm assuming they also have one at Islands of Adventure, but I spotted this one as I was coming out of just the normal Universal Park, which is where Diagon Alley is. And this is where also Horror Night is also hosted. And as you're just leaving the exit gates, just to the side, there is a little kiosk shop area, and that's got all the sale stuff in it. That is basically stuff that is gone from past seasons when other stuff has been in and replaced it. And so I'm glad I spotted it, because it was on the last day and we were just about to leave, and I just went, oh, I'm just going to have a look in this area, and I realised it was all the sale stuff. There was loads of stuff I could have bought, especially for Harry Potter stuff, but a lot of this stuff was discounted. So one of the things I picked up was the old, I assume last season's Weasley Wizarding Wheezes t-shirt in the purple. I really like this, and I was like, do you know what? This is the kind of thing you don't see in normal stores. You see Harry Potter stuff everywhere, but you don't really see the more specific stuff like the Wheezing Wiz and Wheezes stuff and Deathly Hallows stuff. It's, you know, those are the things you don't see. You see a lot of house stuff. You see a lot of the generic stuff, but I wanted some more of those unique pieces. So when I saw this, again, I got it in a medium. It is obviously more of a female fit. As you can see, it's sort of like got a more fitted shape to it. I paid just $20 for this. And I'm pretty sure the original price was probably more like in the 40 zone, 45 zone, considering what the other stuff has been priced at. So for $20, that's an absolute bargain. Highly recommend that if you're going, that you check out that store before you leave the parks, because the next few items, I got all of it for, I think it came to like less than $60. Which, as I've already explained, I paid that for one item, and I got 4 items from this outlet that didn't just do Harry Potter, they had other stuff as well. It was just, that was what I was mainly interested in. The next top I got was this one. It's inside out because I wore it home because it's nice and comfortable. This is quite a thick t-shirt as well, considering, because I was definitely very hot in it with the Florida sun. But again, another Slytherin t-shirt. It's got the emblem here. It is striped. It's got the grey collar at the top. It has got number 7, which is Draco Malfoy's number on the side. I think it's meant to be like a Quidditch style, sort of rugby style t-shirt. I got this one in a medium. It is very oversized. It's very long. You could probably, if you'd got like a next size up, I probably could have worn it as like a night shirt. I've obviously took the tag off this, but I think, again, this was only like $20 or something like that. Again, much more reasonable and much more happy for your pocket. And then the last item of clothing I got there, so this was $10.99. I can't actually see, I think this was originally like $35. You can just about see there was a 3 there. And this is a sports top. Now I have a t-shirt version that came off of the Wizarding World shop in England, but I've seen this on Vinted a few times, and I've really like gone, oh, I really want that. But they're even on Vinted selling them for like £16. So for $10.99, I was like, I'm having that. They were very limited on sizes in the Slytherin, especially for this particular top. Again, got a medium in it. I think I would have preferred a large just because I like baggier stuff for working out in. But as you can see, it's got the old sort of style print on it. It's got the Slytherin snake there, and it has a racer back. So $10.99 for that. And then the final thing that I got from that particular area of the shop, which will bring me on to the rest of my stuff, was Christmas ornaments. So some of you may know I have a Harry Potter tree now in this house, and I don't have many baubles for it at the moment, so I keep filling it out with like acorns and stuff during seasons, and I was determined to get myself a load of baubles for that while I was out there. And one of the ones I got was the snowman that has got the Slytherin scarf on. It's got a little white owl sitting on his shoulder. Thought this was really cute. This one was marked at $11.99. I believe it was actually then gone down to $7.99, considering the prices of some of the ones that are considered newer in the park. So that one was that one. I actually got one other item. So for $60, I got 5 items actually. The other one I picked up, which I thought was beautiful, and this one was $6.99, was this Yule Ball one. I feel like that's the perfect kind of thing to have on your tree, is a Yule Ball one, because, you know, it was done at Christmas time. But as you can see, there is glitter in the back. It's got the sculpture, and it says Yule Ball at the bottom there. And it's on this lovely silver ribbon, so there's that one. Then we have from the regular shop, so these are all full price, is I picked up a Hogsmeade one. It's got the hog's head sort of there, and it says welcome to Hogsmeade. So, and it's in this really nice like dark brushed sort of silver. This one was $9.99, so this was one of the slightly cheaper ones, but I just like the fact that then I've got a Hogsmeade one. I then picked up a broomstick because I haven't seen anything like this in the UK. I know the UK does sell some Harry Potter decorations, but things like this seemed a bit more unique. So I got the silver one. They did do a gold version as well. It comes with a little tag that says Nimbus 2001 on it, and it's got a beautiful little hook. And this one was $19, so this one was a little bit more expensive. But I just think it was really beautiful. I love the details on that, and that's going to look great on my tree. And then the final two ones I got are the same but for relevant houses. So my husband is in Ravenclaw, so they had these really sweet little ties as Christmas decorations. These ones were probably some of the cheapest ones you could get. Again, I love the little hooks, and this one was $4.99. So that's your Ravenclaw one. And then obviously I had to get myself a Slytherin one as well. Again, this was $4.99. It's got the little green pearl at the top, and I like the fact that they've designed this to look like a little coat hanger. So if you're on a bit more of a budget, this is a really cute way to get a momentum from going to Universal, and you can put it on your Christmas tree or you can hang it in your bedroom. But $4.99, that was a lot more reasonably priced, and I really like this one. Two more items from the Harry Potter world to show you. This last one I wouldn't normally spend money on a cuddly toy. I'm fully aware that I am a 30-something grown woman. However, there is a possibility in the future we may start trying for children, and if we do have children, I would like to do a Harry Potter themed nursery. And that was my excuse for buying this next item. So this is one of their plushies. He cost me $35. But this is a plushie Thestral, and I just thought he was adorable. They had all sorts of plushies in there. Owls, they had phoenixes, they had Sirius as his animagus. The other one that I was really tempted by is they had Fang in there, and I was like, oh, do I want Fang as well? I was trying to be sensible. But yeah, lots of options of plushies in that area, and so this is the one that I bought that will go in the nursery should we be able to have kids. If not, he'll become mine. So yeah, really love this. Really good quality, brilliant size, love the wings. Yeah, my new Thestral. Last thing I got in the Harry Potter world, or from Universal for the Harry Potter world, is a pack of stickers. And they basically just got different stickers from the 4 houses. So you've got Gryffindor, you've got Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw, and obviously the best house, which is Slytherin. I've got these cost me $10.99, I think. Anyway, and the reason I got this is because for those people who are Harry Potter fans of mine, I figured this was a really good way that I could split them up and give them a few each to like bulk out what I brought back. A great way to hit a lot of people in one go. So there are a pack of stickers. We then picked up some magnets, because we like to get magnets wherever we go. So obviously I've picked up the Universal Studios one. These came as a pack of 2. These were $15 for 2. I'm not gonna lie, I was very disappointed in the magnet selection at Universal. None of them really jumped out at me. Disney did so much better, and even like outside of the stores, in the outlets that are not like official park places, none of them had Universal Studios. Lots of Disney, not Universal Studios. So I kind of was like restricted with what I could buy, and there was maybe 2 other designs. One you could put a picture in, and one was very similar to this, but maybe I think it says Florida on it or something like that. I can't remember. But I was very, very disappointed in their variety of magnets. However, I went with this one anyway because both me and my friend wanted one, so this worked out better. So I'll obviously let her have one of them, and I'll keep the other one for ourselves. But that's those. Like I said, I feel like they could do so much more, especially because of like the world globe they've got and everything. It's like, that's what you want as a magnet, but unfortunately that was all I could find. But yeah, so they're my magnets. Okay, I've got 2 more items to show you. So both of these items are themed over the Halloween Horror Nights that we went to, but you can get them on a regular park, well, you can get one of them on a regular park day anyway. The first thing we got was, this is the sort of souvenir cup for if you're drinking beers and stuff. So obviously it's got the designs on the front and back of it, but it also does light up. I think it has 3 modes. So you've got flashing, another mode of flashing, you got on constant and then off. So that was sort of the one that my husband picked up because he was the one having beer on that night. And then I got the refillable one. So when you go to Universal and Disney, and we didn't do this at Disney, but I highly recommend that you do, because the one day that I did do it was when we went to the water parks, and actually it saved me a fortune. So you can buy a refillable cup for at Universal and at Disney, where there are stations where you can fill it up with all your sodas, water, etc. So you pay one price for the cup, which is, I think for this one it was $18.99, and that included like refills all day. However, there was a 10-minute window where if you filled it up, you couldn't then fill it up again for at least another 10 minutes. But they have different designs, but at the moment they've got the Halloween Horror one going off. So that's got their Halloween Horror Night design front and back. It's sort of like a turquoisey blue. It comes with a lid. It does hold quite a large capacity of drink, to be fair. And obviously you can also get ice at these particular stations. It screws on. You then drink out that bit. I kind of wish they came with a straw, because that's a little bit difficult to be drinking from. But it does come with a handle. It makes it nice and easy to carry around in the parks all day. So that is your refillable one. You can pay a one-off fee of slightly more if you were going to use it on multiple park days. So like it activates it. But if you didn't and then you went back and you want to use it again, you just have to go to counter and they will reactivate whatever it is that scans the bottom of this mug. And you will pay something like $6.99 again, but that will again give you refills everywhere for the rest of that day. And it does work out a lot cheaper to buy one of these for, like, let's round it off to $20. You get to keep obviously the cup at the end. It's a great souvenir, and you have spent the whole day being able to fill up your drink every 10 minutes if you wanted to, with multiple different drinks. Like I said, there was Coke, there was Sprite, there was Mountain Dew, I think. I might be wrong on that one, I can't remember, but there was water, there was apple juice, there was lots of soft drink options for anybody in your family. So I do highly recommend that this kind of thing is a really good way to save a lot of money. in the parks. But yep, that's the Halloween Horror mug. And that concludes everything that I got from Universal Studios officially. Like I said, I'm also going to take you through some of the stuff that we got from the outlet stores as well. And then finally, I will bring you my Disney haul from Orlando, Florida. So I will also try and attach at the end of this video the bounding that I did at Universal. They were the 3 Harry Potter boundings that I did, some of the photos from within the parks of me wearing them.